I hope the audio comes out alright on this. I'm using a forward facing camera so I can see. I've just tried using the rear camera and it's a bit of a pain not being able to see where I am in the frame. So not long been at the woods. I've pretty much got everything out in front of me on the floor. I've set up a double basher configuration with a hammock inside for tonight. Just put a ground sheet down outside while it's still dry, while not raining. And yeah, going to do a rundown on what's carried in my bug out bag, stroke 72-hour bag, camping bag. It's the bag I use for camping, wild camping or stealth camping, and I use it in conjunction with my bug out location 12x12 or the 9x9, or just the hammock, which is always in the bag. And it of course it runs alongside of my EDC, so my EDC is part of my bug out bag, although it's separate. This is the bag I carry all the time. Put that aside because it's got daily stuff in there that I need, but it works, like I say, in conjunction with the bug out bag. So I've just got out my 2 bashers and my hammock. They live in these pouches. So now I'm going to put back away what I'm not needing. This is a rocket pouch that goes on the side of the Bergen. So now I've got everything out of the pouches. This is my cordage pouch. I've carabiners in here. If you want to see the setup configuration on the bashers and hammock, check out my other videos. But in here goes tent pegs, cordage and carabiners. Now I don't need that, so that can go back in there. I've used a few Bergens over the years, but I've settled at the moment the lifestyle and the way things are with the turtle back. The bag lives in the car. The turtle back, you can cover up all the loose bits you don't need when it's in transport and use it as a hold all. In here, the high vis and folding shovel. I'm not going to go into everything in too much detail. And the folding solar panel, and that works with the EDC as well as overnight. Now I literally just had them, can't find them now. Waterproof trousers, there they are, they're always with that. My jacket's in the car, but my jacket's normally in or on this bag. A few maps, my OS map, which is the most important map I carry. Everyone works to it. There's also the A to Z. That's set up for people to work with who have A to Zs, and it's quite a common map to carry. And I've got the AA map as well, road map. Let me just check my contrast because that seems a bit over bright. No, we're still learning the new camera. So the reason I've got 3 maps is because I might need to give one to a second person, or someone might not have the OS map. Not everyone carries an OS map. Some people have an A to Z in the car. We won't go into too much maps anyway, but my favourite map is the OS map. Now they live in there with the solar panel, folding spade, my waterproofs in the pouch in the back of the Bergen, and the high vis just to fill a gap, and it's at the top, nice reachable. I've used that twice for shooting. Once here when people were shooting up the far end, and years ago in Wiltshire I was stealth camping on the side of a field next to a boundary fence, and on the other side there was people shooting. I nearly got shot. I put this on and I approached them so they could see me coming, and just said, like, I'm here, I'm camping, or I'm here for the afternoon, you can see me. It's handy as well for breakdown, signalling. There's enough reasons, so we won't go into that, but I wear one at work. I've got another one in my rainnet bag. I've got plenty of high visors. Right, sleeping bag, I've just got this out for purposes. I literally just emptied everything out and then hit record. That's great because it's a seat. I don't compress it. This is a decent stuff sack. I can get this half the size. but it just takes up twice the time to fluff it out. I don't need the space. It fits in the bottom third of my bag nicely. I mean, I could shrink it down and use up more space, but it's just compressing when I don't need to. What next we got to go in? All right. This compression sack has got a couple of MREs. It's got British Army MREs, American Army MREs, and random stuff that's been thrown in there. Tea, coffees, and various other things. So I've got a few days of food, or a couple of days for a couple of people. I'm not going to get it all out. I'll grab one thing, all in the bag stuff. Chicken and vegetable. This was actually given to me by Rab. Rab, you know, when we met up at Church Farm a few years ago, he gave me a couple of MREs. Tabasco sauce. There's biscuits, there's tea, coffee, there's energy drinks. There's everything you get in an MRE. You buy them, you buy mix match stuff, bits out of packs. You buy the ones you like. So I've got plenty of food in this pouch. Now, none of this is lightweight. This is only to get me from A to B. If I need to get, say, to the bug out location from my home, I can leave the vehicle, which I don't want to do because my vehicle is obviously a bug out vehicle. It's fully loaded with radio gear, solar gear, and other stuff. There's conkers falling down around me, so I'm probably going to get hit one of them. So food, shelter, sleep stuff, my gasifier. I love my gasifier. I've got a petrol stove, I've got a gas stove, but my gasifier is quite stealthy. So that lives wrapped up with a mess tin. There's a mess tin in there. We all know what a mess tin looks like. It's great. You can boil your water, you can cook your food, do everything with a mess tin. So they stay in there. Now I've got a handful of these bottles that I normally put in pouches. I think I've got 4 of these. I normally have them on webbing, or used to have them on webbing, with 2 metal bottles, single skinned, and they were in 2 magazine pouches. I've got the metal cup and the plastic one that my coffee's in at the moment. So I don't carry a lot of water because the bug out vehicle has 10 litres of water, and here at the bug out location I've got a 20 litre a 30 litre water filtration system next to the stream, so I can filter water while I'm here. The car's always got 10 litres, so I don't carry, like I said, your needs change, everyone's is different. Some people carry loads of water. I had a Camelback years ago, but I don't need a Camelback now because I've got water here and I've got water in the car. A single kneeling pad. I've got a small kneeling pad. I've got a single kneeling pad for my knee in this pouch. But I mean, it's not heavy, it takes up my room. It's very handy to have. I'll close that up. Yeah, I've still got room here because my scarf sumac normally goes in there. I can get my waterproof jacket in there with my trousers. I've still got plenty of space. So on the side, I'm going to clip them on for speed. Can't be asked to zip on, actually I'll zip on. In this pouch, I've got, this is a lifesaver, this one. Body warmer, fleece. You won't believe the stuff you can get in these things. A double lined, thick regatta fleece hat. A fleece neck scarf hat thing. Northern Ireland gloves. It's a Norgie, I think it is, the fleece jacket with the holes for your thumbs. And the bottom I've got a mosquito net. There is a lot of clothes in here. I'm not seasonal. I don't pack for the summer and pack for the winter. This bag is packed all year round. In the summer, in the winter, you still get hot days, you still get cold days. Even in the summer, you might get hit with rain or just a cold night or cold morning. So, I mean, there's no time. I mean, when do you actually swap your gear over? I just can't be bothered to go, oh, it's September, let's swap all my gear over. So yeah, it's big, heavy, bulky stuff. People do moan about the weight. how far can you carry it. My bug out location's 15 miles from the house. May take me a day, 2-3 days to get here, depending on situations, you know, flooded roads, roadblocks, trees down. Might only be able to move at night. I'm going to be moving slow and steady. I'm not planning on wearing something lightweight and running for the countryside. And again, I've still got the option where I have still got my mountain bike and trailer. So again, all this, although it's designed now to fit and work around the car, I still make sure everything's still, you know, back to plan A. Bike and trailer. Not too difficult to do. Good as it. I'll leave that there for a minute. The axe just falls down the side. I've got a bigger axe that lives in the tent. And this I call my admin pouch. This is a mess. I've got glow sticks, tent pegs, work gloves, paper filters for the water filter system in here that I've been using for years. Glow sticks, cotton wool Vaseline wipes. There you go. I made this. Put paper filters in it. I stand it in my mess tin. Put your paper filters in there. Pour your rainwater in. Goes through the paper filter, out through these holes. If you sit it in the mess tin, then when your water's gone through your filter, you remove that and it's in the vessel ready to be boiled. No messing around. Pack of cards, various bug sprays, binoculars. Let's do this on the floor. This pouch originally came with, I think, 3 Velcro inserts, which I took out and threw away because I don't like this organisation. SAS Survival Handbook. Not read that yet, but there's a few good things in there to read. A windbreaker, which is great for the gas stove, meth stoves, my gasifier. I've used it for a fire, a pot stand, knife, saw, compass. There's petrol in here for my petrol lighter. Normal clipper lighter. Handy. I've got 2 flints and steels, knife, fork and spoon. I've got a multi-tool in my EDC, carry a decent Swiss Army knife, the big one. Various coffees that I've randomly got in here, tampons. Here's a mess. My G-Shock. I've got 3 spare batteries for that. Hand sanitizer for fire lighting and hand sanitation. Head torch, which I don't like, it's just there because it's handy. And that has no organisation or chaos. It normally gets to camp. Oh, bags, because I like putting fatwood and birch bark in bags. I've got a few of these bags. But that is untidy and a mess. But normally next to camp, under the basher there, or in the canvas cabin, I literally rock up, drop this down somewhere, open it up, and everything's just there. I don't have to worry about putting it away in little pouches and pockets. It's just, to me, that is the definition of organised chaos. Right, I'll throw that back in my bag and then we'll go through the EDC. And a lot of people do moan about heavy gear and you should have this and you should have that. But it is literally what your needs are. My bag has changed over the years, depending on my vehicle, my bug out location, and so on. Remembering in the bug out vehicle I have a solar generator and more radio gear. A lot of people say don't buy these bags, they're shit, the zips are so fiddly. If your bag's overloaded, they can be a pain. They can be a pain, full stop. Just about to say I've never had a problem. I've got room in the bag itself for my jacket. Again, that's in the car at the moment. And then my kneeling pad normally goes on there, or I can put it inside. And all these pouches are second hand. This one I got cheap because the zips are missing, but it's all modular. I can wear it on my belt, I can clip it to the side, I can clip it to the top. So normally that's got the basher's camp. Everything you see behind me, I need to set up 2 tarps, 2 bashers, a hammock and a load of pegs and cordage, all just sits on top of this bag. Right, let's see. Rookie mistake number 1. This is why I need a cover for my axe. It's razor sharp. I've literally just touched the edge of that. I've got a tiny little hole at the top of my thumb. So we're going to remove that. So I actually normally store that in the boot of my car. I don't normally keep it in there. I was just putting it in there to say that's where it would go if I was going to carry it. So also, this can clip onto the Bergen and go over my shoulder, over my neck. It's my EDC and it works in conjunction with my bug out bag because the front, I used to have NC Star, Funky Prepper. I got a Funky Prepper years ago on one of his giveaways. First aid kit's in the front where I can access it. Truthfully, I'm going to get a bit of tissue. There's no point putting a plaster on that. It's the smallest of cuts. I literally just touched my axe when I was clipping those clips on. And it's that easy to get an injury. I've got a packet of wipes in the back of the car because the back of my car is my office stroke kitchen. You won't see it. It is literally a pinhole. But my axe is that sharp, you literally just touch it and then you're in trouble. Nice wipe, keep the whole area clean. No point wasting plaster. Right, so as I say, first aid kit's in the front where you can access it, or on the radio, or you can shout to someone, front pouch EDC. People are going to get me EDC, front pouch, first aid kit, no messing around. Next to that is a torch. Torches are handy. Torches and first aid kit go well. That's why I like my solar and lights everywhere. Worst thing is cooking by torch or administrating first aid to someone in low light or holding a torch in your neck or someone else holding it. This has got high, low and SOS, and it zooms. Broad daylight, so it's not working very well. Reason I got this because I can charge it by USB and it's a battery bank, so it's got USB out as well as USB in. Go into that in more detail in a moment. Don't normally carry a brush, but I might be busy tomorrow, so I want to brush my hair if I'm going out. Again, this is my EDC. I carry this every day for work. Deodorant, spray stuff. Haven't used it for years. Deodorant. Sometimes by the afternoon, I might want to put some more deodorant on. And then the other thing that's in here is this. This is also something I've carried for years. In the front is an old medical card, NHS card. Don't know where my new one is. It might have been wallet. I haven't got a clue. But my old one, my number's the same, the info's the same. It's all on there. Tweezers. Got another pair of these in my first aid kit. I don't know if I can just bring you any closer because the stuff's getting a bit more smaller. Small nail clippers. Breaking a nail out here is no fun. Waiting 2 or 3 days for a broken nail. And black tape, rider tape. This has been loaded up with stuff over the years and changed around, but this is what I've got now and what I'm working with. I used to have a little battery bank in there. I've got 2 cable ties, elastic bands, and a little multi-tool, pliers, screwdriver, knife behind that. is another Swiss Army knife. I've got this is a medium one. I've got the large one in my admin bag, a medium one there, and a smaller one on my car keys. Screwdriver set. There's 3 flatheads, 3 Phillips in there. Metal pen for first aid. It's a Parker, and it's a good pen for writing. And awesome bit of kit for self-defense, if you know about that. And a marquee, magic marker, Sharpie, vital. And that is all that's in there. Not a lot in this pouch. Like I said, I used to have it packed out with stuff I was never going to carry, like firelighting kit and stuff. But you know, this is my EDC to carry around at work or if I'm going away. And this, you know, doesn't leave me at all. And again, pretty much the stuff that's in there has been in there for years with that pouch and with the pouch I had before it, the one before the stitching broke. Right. On this side, desktop charger for my HT with the USB charging lead and the USB lead for my phone with an adapter because my phone takes a funny socket. So I could got standard USB mini for charging my battery bank, my torch or my phone, but if I had that one. And I'm trying to make this a quick video. And there, USB lead. I've got one for my Yaesu as well, my HF radio. Because on this side, well actually, still on that side, in another pocket, is my battery bank. I've got 2 of these, but I carry one on my EDC. It's got a torch, and it's got 2 USB outputs, so I could put my phone on that side and charge it, or the torch, and plug in that one, charge my handheld radio. One handheld radio programmed up with all local repeaters for my area and areas I travel to. Also have a few marine band stations on there I like to listen to, being by the coast. The bigger battery, different antenna. I just went through all the antennas I got till I found one that I liked that worked for me. It's a GP3TP. I'm licensed if anyone's asking. Member of Raynet, so that's in there too. And on the top, this is great for just having a spare carabiner. It's heavy duty. I always just clip my keys on there when I'm at work and stuff so I don't lose them. And then in here is the speaker mic for the radio. So I've got the radio handheld transceiver, which has got a torch, FM radio, brilliant when I'm out here. I can charge it, I can use it as a desktop radio. My HF bag has adapters, I've got antennas galore on the vehicle. In the back of here I've got my wallet, chewing gum, vape stuff, tablets, and of course more bike cream. Because I'm down here quite a lot, so I carry a lot of bike cream. I've got bike cream in there, bike cream in the car. So yeah, that's my EDC, but obviously with the bug out bag, I've got power. The solar panel on there is not great. I've got the 11 watts folding solar panel in there with 2 USB ports, so I can charge my battery bag, I can charge my phone, I can charge my radio, I can charge multiple things. And the trick is now to get it all the way. I used to carry 2 of these radios. I had my old Baofan, which was cloned off this one, so I had 2 identical radios, and the chargers and the leads. But I've done away with the second Baofan, as I've got a new phone, and my new phone has got 70cm band on it. It's a rugged Android phone that I'm using now. Blackview 96,000 Pro. And again, there's room here. I can get a jumper, a hoodie, or clothes or food in here. You can make the bag twice as big by bringing this up, or putting it in there and having a small bag. So that's great. It's a nice, simple to carry. It's got molly all over it, webbing. pockets, pouches galore. Let's drink some coffee. So hopefully this isn't too long. Yeah, tiniest, it's like a little paper cup. And this, I've got a black and white one that stays in the car, and the green one which stays in this bag. And that is it. So in that top pouch there, I now can't see what I'm videoing. Normally these two bashers and the hammock go in there. So there are people that say you need lightweight stuff. You don't need all these not going home bags. And there's also a different bag. There's an inch bag, a grab bag, go home bag. This isn't a go home bag. This is a get me to bug out location bag. Or if I want to go camping for the weekend, I'll just grab it. I hate going camping for the weekend, going home, unpacking, and then next weekend you're camping again, so you pack it all again and take it. Leave it packed. It's there. Practice, you use it. Kit never changes. It stays the same. If I want to go camping, I know I've got it. If I have to use it as a bug out bag, I know it's there. I used it a few weeks ago. I had a call, I had to go across the other side of the city for a day, maybe 2 or 3 days. I didn't have to worry. I could focus on the family problem at the time and not have to worry about if I had food, if I had clothes, if I had somewhere to stay. I slept in the car for the night, but I knew I had a sleeping bag, I knew I had food, I knew I had water. I had a bug out bag packed, ready to go. My hair's a complete mess. That was, I don't know, 15 minutes I think of my bug out bag, but the last time I done that video was about 10 years ago. Slight exaggeration, but it has changed. And again, clothes are important. I've got fleece, jackets, jumpers, waterproof in there because you might not always have practical clothing. I'm wearing now, yeah, 511 shirt that's breathable, and underneath is a British Army breathable t-shirt. Combats, a decent belt, webbing. There's like 2 meters of webbing there. My 511 boots, I may not always have them with me. I know I've got multiple hats and gloves packed in the bag, along with water and ways of filtering water, only rainwater or stream water. Anyway, I'm waffling, trying to make a quick video. I'm Wow Sly. This is the bug out location, the bug out vehicle, the bug out canvas, what are we calling it today? Canvas cabin. Double basher hammock setup, which lives in the bug out bag. And I'm just going to roll the tarp up and it clips underneath the Bergen. Simple. Catch you on the next video.